I want you to think of all the issues you have been experiencing with your eyes lately. You're dealing with dry eyes, blurry vision, maybe even degenerative eye conditions. You've tried drops, rested your eyes, eaten your carrots, but something still feels off. What if the issue isn't your eyes at all? What if it's your gut? We live in the world of natural wellness, and today I want to share something that completely shifted how I look at health, especially eye health. It's the concept of the gut-eye connection, and once you understand it, you'll never see your body the same way again. We start in the gut, a teeming world of trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, viruses, and more. Collectively, this is known as your gut microbiome. It's like an underground city working 24/7 to digest your food, protect you from illness, regulate your mood, and even manage inflammation. But here's the catch. When this microscopic community falls out of balance, something we call gut dysbiosis, it doesn't just affect digestion. It can send out chemical distress signals that reach far-off places in the body, including the eyes. Research is now showing a powerful connection between an imbalanced gut and a range of eye issues. Dry eye syndrome, diabetic retinopathy, macular degeneration, and even uveitis, which is a form of eye inflammation. And though it's still a growing field, some studies have even hinted at connections between gut health and myopia, or nearsightedness. But how does this even happen? Well, when your gut is thriving, its lining stays strong, like a secure border wall. It keeps toxins out and nutrients in. But when that gut lining becomes compromised, sometimes referred to as leaky gut, toxins and pathogens can sneak through into your bloodstream. So, what happens then? These invaders can travel to other organs, including your eyes, triggering inflammation and accelerating disease. At the same time, gut dysbiosis can limit the absorption of crucial nutrients like vitamin B12 and folic acid, both essential for keeping your eyes healthy, especially the retina, which is one of the most energy-demanding parts of the body. So what can we do about it? Let's talk real food. Study after study points to the power of diet, not just for your gut, but for your eyes, too. And one particular style of eating stands out: the Mediterranean diet. Rich in fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, olive oil, and fatty fish, this way of eating has been linked to reduced risk of both gut and eye diseases. It's anti-inflammatory, nutrient-dense, and fiber-rich, all things your microbiome loves. In fact, one study found that people with dry eye who followed a Mediterranean-style diet had fewer symptoms, especially those with autoimmune connections like Sjogren's syndrome. On the flip side, diets high in sugar, processed fats, and low in fiber tend to lead straight toward gut dysbiosis, which, as we now know, can have ripple effects on your eyes. Now let's add something powerful from the plant world, something that's been used for centuries, but is only now getting the recognition it deserves: slippery elm bark. Slippery elm, Ulmus rubra, is a traditional North American herb long used by indigenous healers and early herbalists. It contains mucilage, a sticky gel-like substance that coats and soothes irritated tissues. In the gut, this means relief from inflammation, support for healing the intestinal lining, and a gentler digestive process. When the gut lining is calm and protected, the risk of toxins leaking into the bloodstream drops dramatically, reducing systemic inflammation, which, in turn, may help lower the risk of inflammatory eye conditions. You can prepare slippery elm as a tea or gruel by mixing the powdered bark with warm water. It's best taken on an empty stomach, and many people find it especially soothing if they're dealing with acid reflux, IBS, or leaky gut symptoms. You can follow the DIY recipe in the description below the video. Note: as with all herbs, It's essential to understand how they interact with your body and any medications you may be taking. Always work with a trusted herbalist or healthcare practitioner if you're unsure. So, we now have a powerful trio of gut healing tools. A gut-nourishing diet rooted in real, whole foods, prebiotics and probiotics to fuel and balance your microbiome, and Slippery Elm to support and protect the gut lining. Together, these form a holistic foundation that may not only ease digestive issues, but could also be a critical step toward protecting your vision. One meal, one herb, one day at a time. Now let's break down something many people ask about: probiotics versus prebiotics. Probiotics are live microorganisms, often found in fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, or kimchi. They're meant to repopulate your gut with good bacteria. Prebiotics are the food that feeds those good bacteria, found in things like berries, garlic, onions, leeks, whole grains, and legumes. Now here's the twist. While some research, mostly in animals, suggests probiotics might help with certain eye conditions, the science is still too early to say which specific strains help which specific diseases in humans. So, as a natural wellness advocate, I suggest focusing on prebiotics. They support the healthy bacteria you already have and naturally encourage your gut to rebalance itself. Let's pause for a moment to zoom out. The gut and the eye are not isolated systems. What affects one can absolutely affect the other. Through gut imbalance, inflammation can increase, nutrient absorption can decrease, and eye disease may accelerate. But that also means, by nurturing the gut, by supporting it with real whole foods, by prioritizing fiber, plants, and healthy fats, you could very well be preserving your eyesight and protecting one of the most precious senses you have. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle pills. It's about returning to balance, giving your body the tools it needs to heal and thrive from the inside out. So, I invite you to take a look at your plate, your habits, and your gut. Could your vision, your literal outlook, be improved by simply nourishing your body in a deeper way? If you've ever changed your diet and noticed a shift in how your eyes feel or how your body responds, I'd love to hear your story. Because every shared experience adds to the wisdom we're building together. Keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Thank you so much for joining me today here at Healing Herbs Hub, where ancient remedies meet modern wisdom. If this conversation sparked something in you, if you're curious about how the health of your gut might be influencing your eyes, your energy, your whole body, then you're in the right place. This is just the beginning. Here, we believe healing doesn't always come in a prescription bottle. Sometimes it comes from the earth, from your plate, from a quiet cup of herbal tea shared with intention. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives into natural remedies, healing herbs, and holistic wellness. Got questions? Tried Slippery Elm before? Noticed a difference in your eyes or digestion after changing your diet? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep your roots grounded, your mind open, and your healing journey herbal. This is Healing Herbs Hub, where nature nurtures.